Yesterday we were talking about what was the topic? I told you that I'm going to talk about this.
Reincarnation, past life, and what we will be in the future.
So you're very curious to know, right? So one topic is about reincarnation. Today we will cover. Second is liberation, and then liberation in life. So in reincarnation, usually we have these thoughts about what I was in the past lives or how many births I have taken. And in future also, is it my last birth? Can I just get liberation after this? These kind of questions are there. Then there is a concept of mukti and moksha. So one is mukti and another is moksha. Usually moksha is considered as that you just leave everything, like you leave this body, this world, and you go back and you are just absorbed, merged in that supreme. After that you never come back. And for many spiritual guides, gurus, mahatmas, it is usually said that they just merge there, they got the liberation, and after that they don't have to come back. So many souls in this world are seeking for that kind of liberation, and they are ready to do anything for that. No questions in between. So they are ready to do anything for that. So for that sake, even sometimes without understanding that is it possible or not, and what is the meaning of that, without understanding the cycle of life, it is like incomplete understanding, and desire also is not very reasonable, because I desire for something should be reasonable with understanding that why I'm desiring that, and why don't I want to stay here, why I want to leave the world. Maybe we are just looking at a very limited vision, then we are seeking for that. So before going into that part, first thing is, in this lesson actually answer is written very clearly. Human souls does not take 84 lakh births. One thing is that, because until now, according to the Hindu scriptures, what is our interpretation? I'm not saying that they said like that, but this is how people have interpreted 84 lakh yoniya, 84 lakh kind of species births. Also in different kind of species we take. Sometimes they say you become insects, then you birds and animals and like that. And then it's after completing the cycle of 84 lakhs, then you become a human being. This is what they say, that it's very hard to get this life. Durlabh yoni. It's very, very difficult to become a human soul, a human being. Now, the question is, according to those interpretations, it's all depending on the karma. And they also say two things. One is the karma, that what kind of karma you have done. According to that, you will decide what kind of birth you get in the next life, or what will you become in the next life. Second thing is about the last thought. Antamati sogati. They always say that in the last final moment of before leaving this body, just before death, in that final moment, what is your thought? That will lead to your destiny of next life, where you are going to go. You get liberation, or you get what kind of family you are born in. So this is also a very deep thing, which usually they say antamati sogati. And there are stories like that. Like I heard one story and I had many questions for that. It was before coming into spirituality when I heard that there is one guru, very, very doing a lot of tapasya for so many years, very detached and very powerful soul. And they say that he already knew that this is going to be my last moment. So this is the time when I will leave body. So body was already weak, more than 100 years of age. And he's telling his disciples who are standing out there that now please put my body under the tree on the floor, because I'm going to leave soon. So this is my final moment. So he already said that. So they put him down under the tree, and that was a tree of, bear. How do you say that? No, it's in Hindi we call it.
Bilva.
So that tree, okay, there is a fruit. That is a fruit tree. So he's lying under that tree, and they say in the story that in the last moment, suddenly he saw there is that fruit is very ripe and looks very sweet. So his thought goes into that fruit instead of the remembrance of God. His thought goes into that fruit that looks very sweet. So there is a subtle desire of experiencing that taste. When you look at something nice, that is a inner subconscious. So that thought, because of that, this is how they interpret. Because of that thought, he takes next birth as an insect in that fruit. So I really had this question, that very serious question, that all his life he's doing so much of tapasya. He has left everything, and only because of this last thought does he deserve that. I really used to think very deeply. These are like, we call it Dant Katha. Dant Katha is the supporting stories, supporting any spiritual laws. To explain any spiritual law, so there are some interesting stories, easy to understand stories. So they tell those stories so that people can easily understand the law. But sometimes it's not very logical, because we also understand karma. All life he has done good karma. So according to that, according to the scriptures, either he should get mukti, liberation, or at least he should get a very good life in the next birth. Becoming an insect, it looks like injustice only because of the last thought. But the last thought is important. We will understand it deeply later on. And then there are concepts which say that if you, according to your last thought, if you are thinking about money in the last moment, then you become a snake in the next life. The snake is always sitting on the treasure, taking care of the treasure. It's like a person who is always holding money, thinking about money. Of course, he is holding and not doing anything, accumulating. Then what will be his last thought? Only thinking about that, because he just accumulated, he didn't use. He didn't use for benefit of anyone. So his last thought will be, now what will happen to my treasures? What will happen to my bank balance or my property? So that kind of thought. But they say he will become a snake. And then they also say that if somebody has a sanskar of stealing things, so even if small things, nobody is watching, okay, I take this from here. I just take it for my own personal use. So these kind of things. That is also stealing. Now, without asking, without telling, you just take something. That is also stealing. So when somebody has this sanskar of stealing, they say that he or she will become a cat in the next life. Because cat, you see, cat can steal even when you are there. If she wants to drink milk, she will just come silently, quietly, and will do her work. So they represent like that. Then if somebody is very violent, aggressive, they will become lion or tiger, like this kind of animals. And if you have the habit of listening to somebody's secrets, then you become that lizard. Interesting things. And I have seen in the childhood, we got a chance, usually in the cremation grounds, they put some pictures like this, which shows that you can become this. If you have this kind of karma, then in next life you are becoming this. Like if you are killing the ant, you will become the ant, and then somebody will step on you and kill you. Things like that. So these kind of things are there. But that is the reason sometimes we are scared. So there are two categories of people. Some will be very, very scared listening to these things, and at least they will be little better than others because of that fear. They will not perform anything bad consciously, at least consciously. And there are other category of people, they feel that we don't have that much perfection that we can do everything right, so just let it be. I don't care what I become in the next life. This life I enjoy, eat, drink, and be merry. This is the life. So they just don't care completely. So that becomes even worse. Even worse, because even as a human being, basic laws also they will not follow. They don't care about I want to become better or not, because he says that anyways I cannot be perfect. So even if I do something little wrong, I have to become animal or bird or something else. So why do care so much? I will see whatever I become. At least this life I have something I enjoy. So this kind of thoughts. So these are two categories of people. Now coming to the reality and logical thinking, let us first take the logical spiritual thinking. That there is a there is a law of prize and punishment. It applies everywhere, and in this life, in our families, in our with our kids, and even in our companies, we apply that. Governments also apply that, the laws of prize and punishment, because if somebody is doing something good, they give them awards and rewards for that. You give them prize. Even kids get prize for, they are rewarded for if they study well, they get good marks. What is the reason for giving awards?
Inspire.
Yeah, to encourage them and to encourage others also, that if you do good, then you will get this reward. So anything which is given as a prize is a encouragement. Purpose behind is that good deeds are encouraged, promoted. Secondly, punishment is given also for a reason. Punishment is for improvement. First thing is discourage that person from doing it again. Secondly, to improve so that they realize. So means realization is the main factor in punishment. If there is no realization, there is no meaning of that punishment. Right? Now, why I'm saying that? Relate with these principles. They say that he was already all the time thinking about money, so made him a snake next life. So if he was made into a snake, he's all the time sitting on the money, the treasures. Did he realize? Did he change? Or at least try to change? Or he was given such a life where he is encouraged to do the same thing with no limitation? Is that punishment logical? Now, same way, cat had the stealing sanskar already. Now you made her into a cat. She is freely doing that, and also everyone accepting cat to hoti hai aisi hai. It's her nature, so she will do that anyways. So nobody is there to make her realize, and she doesn't realize also becoming a cat. And she, like, see, becoming a cat, a dog, or any other animal, will you ever get a realization or thought, even if even you think about it, that why I have become a cat? Will you have? No, because you become a cat and you are living with cats, it's fine. So you don't have any realization. Now, on the other hand, if a human being is born in a very poor family where they don't even have food to eat, even the basic needs cannot fulfill, or a child born is handicapped, incapable of doing his own things, also cannot even take care of himself, sometimes brain is abnormal, all their life they are depending on others. So this is like becoming a human being. As soon as he is born in a poor family itself, in this life he has not done anything bad, for sure, because he's just born. He's handicapped or whatever situation he's facing right now. So clearly, what would we conclude in this situation? Why he's born like that? Everybody would say, some pata nahi past mein kya kiya hai. some past karma, right? So that good karma or bad karma? He's become like this. Definitely some bad karma, right? So that proves that even if he has done bad karma, he has become human being only. And getting the punishment, becoming human. In human life, but living like worse than animal, depending on others, and even cannot get the food. Pet dogs are better than this human. They are getting so much of care and sustenance from his owners. So what would you say here in this case? This is punishment or that is punishment? Becoming this kind of human is punishment, or becoming that dog is punishment who is being taken care of by everyone?
Becoming a human, I think it is only a path of realization, because
Yes.
there may have been animals in the previous birth,
Mm.
and the soul of the animal.
Just tell me in this situation, which one is the punishment?
No, being a human being is not a punishment.
Not being a human being. I said being a human being and born like this. Born like this. So in this have realization, or being a dog has realization? In this only. So that's what I said. Punishment, purpose of punishment is realization. So realization is only there in this human life when we suffer. When we suffer with any kind of problems or situations. When we suffer, we realize, we think, we contemplate why it is happening to me. And we try to figure out. And we also think, even without any teachings or learnings also, every soul understands, I must have done something bad. So there is a realization. A beggar sitting on the roadside, begging from the people, some people give, some don't give, and he doesn't even have a place to stay. Does he not realize that they are moving in the cars and I don't even have a shelter? So what I have done in the past. So this realization brings transformation. When this realization comes, then the soul will think how to improve. Of course, they need someone to guide them, but the realization is there. So that means if we have done any bad karma, definitely we have to become human to settle that karma, not animal. By becoming animal, you cannot settle. While the interpretations, they say that you become insects, animals, and all those 84 lakh species you pass through, then you settle your karma. How will you settle if you don't have realization? Becoming a cat, living with cats, no realization. But living with humans, living like an animal, definitely you have realization. People who are living in slums, sometimes so low standard, it's like insects only. And definitely they have realization. Definitely they feel that I must have done something, why I'm here. And some of them, they try to improve and they come out of that zone. They try to improve, they pay attention on their karma, they work hard, they come out of that also. So they are able to do that. If it is animal, will he be able to do that? Will he be thinking that I go for a spiritual class and I have some guru and I learn something, or I improve myself, I go to school, I go to college, I get education? This is only human soul has the capacity to do that. Now coming back to this point, that soul is eternal, immortal. Soul never dies. And the recording of sanskar is in the soul. Right now, whatever we are studying, or in all our life, whatever we do, what we experience, it is being recorded in the soul. As a value system, as a character in the form of my personality, it is there. So even if I leave this body is just a car. It's a costume. I leave this costume, I go to the next one, I take next birth. I am the same. What kind of actions I will perform? Same. Whatever I have done in the past, I carry that with me. So as even if I get into a new body, new family, new place, maybe new country, different country, I might learn a new language there because depends where I am born. But the sanskar, personality traits, nature, will be visible. I might learn new things also there, but I carry this. Why I'm saying that? Because soul is like a seed. You sow the seed of a mango, only mango will come out. You sow the seed of banana, banana comes out. You put chili, chili comes out. You cannot expect anything else if you are sowing the seed of a mango, but only difference could be it's a good quality or bad quality depending on what kind of sustenance you give to this plant, to that seed. You water it properly, it gets sunshine, everything that is required. It's a good quality mango, but it is a mango. It will not become a melon. So it's not that I do good karma, then I become a peacock. I do bad karma, then I become a snake. Human will remain human only. It will not become something else because soul is a seed. How can you change that? Just imagine there is a mouse, rat. He has a deep recording of sanskar. He is in that little body of rat, always moving around and doing the things according to that sanskar. As soon as he will see that the cat is coming, he will hide himself. Now, suppose among his community of rats, he is very brave, maybe their own community. Just imagine. And for them, he is like a tiger. Like in humans, also, what we say, he is like a tiger. This one is like a cow, very innocent. This one is like a cow. We say like that, no? So it doesn't mean that she is a cow. So that was the meaning behind when it was said that you will become this. Actually, that is the characteristic. It's not that you are changing the form. So now that one is among the community of rats. They call him tiger maybe. So, and suppose he really becomes a tiger in the next life. Soul is same, that rat's soul, always doing those actions according to the rat. And he gets the costume of tiger. What will he do? As soon as the cat comes, inside the soul is rat's soul. So he will try to hide himself and cannot even hide. So he cannot behave like a tiger, neither like a tiger nor like a rat. So it's not justice that you are made into something else, and that is not required also. That's not required. So in order to make us realize if I have done something bad in this life, we get the human birth only, but these situations we get like this, that in those situations we feel, we realize. Some things are very good. Maybe one part of my life is very good. I'm born in a good family where I have good sanskars, good atmosphere, but I'm lacking money. Other things are good, but I'm lacking money. Or I have money, but I'm not having good health, good body. So then I will realize that, see, because if you have donated money, in terms of money, you have helped others, because what you give, that is your investment only. Yeah. What you save, what you actually invest, you say that I do put in insurance company, I put here, I put there. That is not your investment. That's not your saving. Your saving is, which is going to save you, is only what you use for benefit of others. For a pure task you put in, only that is your investment, because you don't even have to think about it. It will come back at the right time when you need that. So whoever has done that kind of help, in the next life he is not lacking money. From the childhood, without effort, he is getting, because he invested. Any insurance company will give you insurance in the next life? No. From insurance company. So so it doesn't. Only this thing gives you insurance for not only one life, but for many lives I can secure. Secondly, if I take care of the patients, somebody is in poor health condition, I help them in some way. Or some people, if you have money, you constructed a hospital. And many people, they get good health because of your investment. So in the next life, definitely, you are going to be born as a healthy child. You will see some people, they are 100, past 100, but they never get sick. So there is some investment We see our Dadi Janki ji. She was 19 or 20 years old when she came, and her body was very weak. And doctors also would say, even the astrologers say, that she cannot live very long because body is very weak. And the duty given to her, you know, was taking care of the patients. In this uh, yagya, we call it yagya. In the yagya, the duty given to her was this: that whoever is sick, she was nursing them. And you know how long she lived? 104 years. And traveling around the world, not living like only staying on the bed. Only except last few days she was in hospital. And that also, before leaving, she had given the instruction that I don't want to go like this bondage, ye pipes or ye sab laga ke. I don't want to go like this. So when you know that I'm going to leave, remove all this. I will leave like a king, like a Raja, not like a slave to anyone. So that was it. It was removed. She also recorded one message for all the BK brothers and sisters all over the world. So after that, she slept. Everyone thought now she's getting better because she recorded the message. And Amrit Vela, Brahma Muhurat, she left. So this is like how the soul power works and how the karma works. I say I am weak and I don't do anything. I'll become more weak. I am weak. Why? Why I am weak? Because of some past karma. So if I want to improve, now I have to accumulate some good karma in that direction. Do something with body if your body is weak. So in every aspect, I have to do tan, man, dhan, jan. Tan se bhi seva, physically also. I do something so that I get a good health. That is my investment, my insurance. Then man, with mind, I take care of my thoughts. I give good wishes to everyone. I give blessings to everyone, no matter what they are doing. It's not because they deserve or not. I am nobody to decide they deserve or not. But I deserve happiness. I deserve a peaceful mind. That is why I give blessing to everyone. That is why I give good wishes to everyone. And especially those who criticize me. Because they need it more. They need more of my blessings. Why they are criticizing? Why they are giving sorrow to you? Because they are themselves in pain. Now these weak souls need more of your support. So more of your blessings. So good wishes and blessing, we call it mansa seva. One is karmana seva. Physically we do something. That is karmana seva. And this is mansa seva. And third is dhan. Dhan ki seva. Dhan ki seva hai means with your wealth, with your money, I do something good. I contribute in good deeds. Contribute in the creation of heaven. God is creating heaven. God could create in a second. He can. But what is his process? He didn't choose to do that. He can change the world, Almighty. But he says, I do through you. Why? Because then you are eligible to enter into heaven. Otherwise, how it will be decided? So you use your tan, man, dhan and jan, means relations also, to create heaven on this earth. Then jan is relations. So through my relations and connections also, I keep them pure. I give them, I just give them. I don't expect anything in return. When you keep investing in your relations, it will definitely come back to you. You will get good relations. Otherwise, what happens? There are people, they have money, they have good body, good health, but there is nobody around them. When they really need, they are alone. Because they never invested in relations. They didn't feel. So these four balances are required. I have to accumulate all these balances. I need to ensure all these things. Not only for next life, but this life also you will see the results. It depends on your past also, how much already you have bank balance. Maybe in your past, if it is in negative, then first I have to cover that. What will happen if balance is negative? Suppose in relationship somebody doesn't have good relation because of the past karma. So what will happen now? Even if I'm doing good to others, I'm not getting return. Why I'm not getting return? Because I have already overdrawn in the past. So I am paying back right now. So after it is done, finished, the debt which I had in the past, then suddenly relations will improve. You will see the changes in people also once the karma is settled. So this is uh, the thing. Everything has a reason. Na? So, but I just keep accumulating. Dhan, that day I was sharing that dhan ke teen raste hain. Any money or wealth, it has three destinations. That first, either you consume it or you donate it for a good cause. That also after checking that yes, for a good cause we are donating. And third is, it will be taken away in a very painful way. And it will take away your peace of mind also, your health also, your relationships also, and give you a lot of pain. This is our traditional culture which is teaching us. And we feel the opposite. Maya has taught us opposite way. Money is not Maya. Maya is this opposite way of thinking about Maya, greed about money, that what I accumulate is mine, is my wealth. No, that's not. That's not. That is nothing. That's just a number. Just think about it deeply. If you buy 3 houses, you live in only one. What actually belongs to you is, this is illusion that I have 3 houses. What actually belongs to you is what you are using. The other two, we just feel happy in that illusion that I have invested. And it's increasing. Bank balance is increasing. I keep on looking at the bank balance. I keep on looking at the property rates. It's increasing. So my balance is increasing. I feel security in that. That's not my security. प्लेन क्रैश हो जाएगा, ये 2 मकान काम नहीं आएंगे. At that time, if the aeroplane, you are sitting in the flight and it crashes, will it be useful, these 2 properties? No. We feel secure because of this. Security was because of something else. I have to invest in that. वो तो किया ही नहीं. Did I invest my time in some great task, in good deeds, giving happiness to others? That will decide. I will definitely become a human being, that is sure. But what kind of life I will have, that will be decided according to my thoughts, my words, my actions, my relations right now. How much I invest in that. And it is so wonderful. Just change your perspective. जो दे दिया वो इन्वेस्ट हो गया, you know, वो इन्वेस्ट हो गया, and that will bring the security, not only for this life but for the next life also. Can you understand? This is such a deep philosophy. Same way, if I have lent money to somebody, money or anything else, I helped you in some other way also. They say that neki kar darya mein dal. What does that mean? That you do something good and forget it. Forget about it. You don't even have to remember that I have done so much for this person, because that's your investment. Not only investment, that's your insurance. It's insured. According to the godly law, it is insured and it will come back. So you don't have to keep an account of how much I have given and how much I did for others. How much time, energy I have spent on them. You don't have to. It will come back. Secondly, they say that if you have taken something or borrowed something from somebody, don't ever forget. Pay back as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Otherwise, interest will keep on increasing and you have to pay back in a very difficult way. So if I have given is more than what I have taken, it is good. Sometimes we don't remember the numbers, so I give a little bit extra. Give a little bit extra, it's okay. Because it is accounted for there. So I don't have to keep an account of that. So everything is so accurate, this karma is so accurate that we don't have to bother about anything. Sometimes we do feel this is injustice. Somebody is doing injustice to me. We feel, but actually nothing is injustice. Because I just don't remember what I have done in the past. That is why I see only one side of the situation, so I feel injustice, but it's not. So remember, nothing is injustice. Everything is accurate. So I happily settle the karma. I happily face the situations, whatever comes in front of me. Wherever I need to negotiate something, I need to discuss something, I do that. It's not that I just keep quiet. I put up my point, that is a different thing. But inside I understand. Nothing is injustice. So whatever is happening in my life is result of the past. And what I do now, it will bring consequences in the future. It's not only about past life. Some seeds, because my thought and my action, my karma is like a seed. So whatever seed I sow, the result, the plant will grow, fruit, it will give the fruits. So some plants grow very fast. You sow the seed, in 3 days you can see the growth. It's coming out. You see the result. But some seeds, they take long time to grow and to see the results. So what is happening here also? I did something good. Maybe result takes 5 years to come. In between, I leave this body, I go. Now I take next life. So whenever is the time, the fruit is ripe, it will come to me, wherever I am. Same way, if I have taken something, I have to pay back, even if I leave the body in the next life. But some things happen in the same life also. I slap someone, he slapped me back. So this is the immediate result of karma. Sometimes immediate result of karma also comes. And some things will take some time, maybe 1 year, 2 year, and a lifetime. The time period is different, but it has to come back. So whatever balance remains, it is carried forward to the next life. So it's better, at least from my side, if I have to pay back, I do it as soon as possible. And actually spirituality teaches us, try not to borrow. बोलते थे जितनी चादर उतने पैर पसारो. I don't know, you understand this? Means like you cover with a chadar, na, it's a sheet. So only spread your feet according to the size of your sheet. Don't spread it more than that. Don't borrow. I borrow even for 1 day. I feel that tomorrow I will return. But who knows tomorrow I will wake up or not. So I take the burden, not only that, but the other person's thoughts burden, because they will think now my money is gone. Although according to the spiritual law, it will come back in some way, you have to pay back in some way. But one thing was that money, second thing is their thoughts. So many waste and negative thoughts they will create. Leke chala gaya. Instead of giving you blessings when you're leaving, what they are giving. So that will of course affect. So because of me, if somebody had to create some waste thoughts, because of me, they think something, they feel bad, they feel sad, they feel hurt because of me. That's my karma. Here even we take care of the subtle things. Like I use something, this thing is here. I take it from here, but I put it back somewhere else. The other person is thinking, where is that? Searching because of me. We don't understand this is also subtle karma. It's a very small thing. You didn't steal it. You have put it back also after using, but not at the right place. Because of that, even if it took 2 minutes for other person to search that and to find it, but that 2 minutes of his life are wasted because of you. We pay so much attention to our thoughts and our karma. Not only about the gross level of karma, but the subtle level also. That because of me, somebody's thoughts, somebody's time, somebody's energy should not be wasted. If I am coming late, I'll tell them, I will come late today. I cannot reach in time. My message, instead of saying on the way, अभी चले भी नहीं है घर से, on the way. Many people do that and they don't feel that it is something unusual. They feel it normal. We are normalizing many things which were not normal before because it is ethics. It's about ethics. It's by internal honesty. It will not matter much. It might not affect my business, my work, or my relationship. Might not. But subtle karma is being accounted for. If I say 10, it is 10. If it is late, I message before 10 that I will be late. So these are the things we really have to. It's not, I come, sorry Didi. There are people, they say like this, very sweetly, sorry, I also forgive. I forgive, but karma will not forgive you. I will not take account of your karma. Understand? This is serious. It will come in the form of consequences which you have to bear. You say sorry to me, doesn't matter to me because I don't have to bear. Why do I create karma by saying anything to you? So I'm fine. It's okay, no problem. I understand. You must have something genuine. It's okay. I would just say that. That's why I always say to them, there's no meaning of sorry. Actually, there is no meaning of sorry. Only meaning is of realizing and bringing change. What is the meaning? I say sorry, then I do again, I'd say again sorry, and then I do again the same thing. Huh? Become a habit, even worse than before. So understanding these things is important for betterment of our life as a human being, as a human soul on this planet. We are the most responsible species on earth. Whatever is happening at micro level or macro level, it's all us. God created heaven. We made it into hell. Now whose responsibility? Now he says, I can make heaven again, but I will do it through you. You have to help me to create heaven again. So that because we have done and made it wrong, we have to fix it now. Right? This is our duty, our responsibility. So if I start working on myself and my small family also, wherever I am connected with, it's not needed that you go and give lectures in the public. Just work on yourself and you are contributing in creating that heaven. Only at that level, whatever comes in front of you, I keep that standard of my thoughts. I will not come down from this level of thoughts. No matter what is the situation, what others are doing, I maintain that. Because now, after the 84 lives, now new cycle is going to begin. One thing is we have to go back, that is liberation. For liberation, as I said yesterday, that we have to settle our karma. After settling everything, soul becomes pure, then it goes back. And then all have to go back. There are two ways of going back. One is through a genuine settlement, conscious awareness से जो हमने किया. So consciously being aware of my thoughts, my words, my actions, I pay attention to myself. And through meditation, through the power of yoga, I burn my sins of the past also. I become a pure soul once again and I get the liberation. But after liberation, then in next cycle, those who deserve to come into the golden age and silver age, that is liberation in life. So everyone will not come into that. So coming into that stage of liberation in life, for that I have to first feel the liberation in life here in Sangam Yoga. While living with my family, dealing with my relationships, doing my work, my job, business, whatever we are doing, while doing everything, I am inside bondage free. When I practice that, then I deserve to be in that life of golden age. Because there only every soul is bondage free. We don't create bondage for anybody else, neither for myself. Because it's like nowadays you hear so much of this word that they try to control me. Somebody is trying to control the other person. It's too much happening because of insecurities. These are bondages. So when actually we try to control the other person, actually what is happening? I am being controlled because I am trying to control you. Means you should do like this, you should not do like this, you should sit like this, you should eat that, don't eat that. Everything I'm trying to control you. And my happiness somehow becomes dependent on something which you do according to me. If you don't behave according to me, I'm unhappy. So actually my happiness is being controlled by you. Because if you don't do the things my way, I'm sad, I'm upset. So I created bondage not only for the other person, but for myself. So I have to let go of all these things. I do my best, leave the rest. They are also independent individual souls. Accept. Tell yourself every day. Accept, accept, accept. So then you become free. You accept, you are liberated. You forgive, you are liberated. You forget what they have done, you are liberated. So while living in this life, I am liberated. That is liberation in life I have to experience now, so that I deserve to be in that world of liberation in life, that paradise, that heaven is waiting for me. I create that sanskar, then only I can enter, because you need that qualification to enter into that gate of golden age. So that is the reason only few are selected. Others will rest there in liberation, and they are the souls, they are seeking for liberation only. They will go back also with punishment. They become pure by sufferings, through body, through relations, through natural calamities. But there will be people who are good yogi souls who become good meditators, good yogis. Even while facing the situation of natural calamities, they are stable. They are not affected, inside not affected. Even if leaving the body, leaving smoothly. That will be the stage. So this is all for today.